Where's? Welcome to the Diamond with Keyway conversation. WACK100 is officially broke. News to some. Most of us already knew it was trending in that direction. Sued by the game's lawyers, the rapper, the game. Lawyers are suing WACK100 for $100 and some thousand that he owes. I don't know, man. He got a whole lot of tabs, open tabs, but we gonna get to the content, man. We ain't gonna do it. Shout out to that girl, Henny. You know what I'm saying? She put me up on it, told me go check out her work. I did check out her work, and made sure that I went and followed up with it to react to it. So y'all go over there and follow that girl, Henny, and get that good content from one of the queens of content, man. She doing her thing. Let's go.
He's scored off. Okay. Now this is gonna be a quick one for y'all. Maybe. And I'm back on Wack's neck. What little bit of neck he got left. Now, Novin & LLP is a lawyer's firm. Okay. Novin & LLP in California, a limited liability partnership versus Cash Jones. Breach of written contract, common count, goods and services rendered, account stated, and quantum merit unjust enrichment. Now, just what exactly did old Duty Shooter do, baby? Let me get comfortable and let me put my glasses on because we about to read it. What did Three Finger Duty Shooter do now? Plaintiff is, and at all times relevant, herein mentioned was a liability partnership organized under the laws of the state of California with the principal place of business within the county of Los Angeles. Each plaintiff's member is an attorney at law, duly admitted in practicing law in the state of California. Plaintiff is a law firm that is, and at all times, herein mentioned was practicing law at its offices, and then they give the address to where they was. Plaintiff is informed and does believe, and on such information, belief alleges that defendant Cash Jones is and at all times was an individual citizen of the state of California. Okay. Now, I want to, okay. All right. Jurisdiction exists. Okay. Venue is proper. So now let's get here. Plaintiff is ignorant of the true names and capacities, whether individuals, partnerships, corporate associations, or otherwise, of the defendant does 1 through 10. Okay. Plaintiff is informed and believes, and on that base alleges that at all times relevant defendant Cash Jones were acting as the agent, servant, employee, partner, and or joint venture of each other. Cash Jones maintains such unity of interest that separate personalities of each defendant no longer exists. In doing so, in doing the wrongful acts alleged herein, each defendant was acting in full course and scope of such agency, employment, partnership, or joint venture. Okay. Now, breach of written contract by plaintiff against the defendant.
He breaching contract.
Ignite the fairway.
Fireball.
Jiminy Cricket.
You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if you ain't already did it.
Plaintiff hereby refers to the incorporates. All right. And it says on or about January 28th of 2021, plaintiff, a law firm, entered into an hourly based written retainer agreement with defendants to perform legal services in connection with an initial matter. In entering into the agreement, defendant agreed to pay the plaintiff's attorney fees based upon plaintiff's hourly rate as set forth in the agreement. Moreover, defendant further enlisted the legal services from plaintiff in connection with a second matter, Priscilla Rainey versus Jason Terrell Taylor. Basically, all that I said is in January 28th of 2021, Wack and the game, or him working as in the employment of the game, hired this law firm to represent him in the Priscilla Rainey case. Okay. Now, because of plaintiff's pre-existing attorney-client relationship with the defendants, and because defendants agreed they would be responsible to advance and or pay all necessary costs and expenses at time incident to the representation of defendants in the matter, and to reimburse the plaintiff upon defendant's receipt of a statement for as much of said costs and fees as are paid for or incurred by the plaintiff on the defendant's behalf. So he agreed that he was going to pay the lawyers back for any expenses that they incurred while they were defending the game. Okay.
So WACK100 then utilized his name and leveraged his supposed to be wealth to get these attorneys to represent the game in the Priscilla Rainey case or whatever lawsuit that the game had going on. They go ahead and do it. They charge him by the hour, which is expensive, and he reneges. Hey, wait, how many minutes we already been on here? It's been 6 minutes. He's a renigger. Renigger. Even though he hates his people that of you melanated, he's a renigger.
After the defendants enlisted the plaintiff for legal assistance in the matter, plaintiff performed significant work on the defendant's behalf. All of his work was performed at the defendant's express direction and or with their express approval, and was performed based on the defendant's repeated expressed assurances of payment. So they continue to work hard and diligently on this paperwork, taking a gentleman's word and saying, hey, I'm gonna pay you. Just go ahead and get it done. We got you. We got you. The lawyers had performed all acts, services, and conditions required by the agreements, as well as the matter to be performed in his court. They did all of their duty. Okay. And in rendering the service, the plaintiff expended time for legal services rendered. And basically what they're saying is there is a balance of $144,637.71 for their time and for all of the things that they did. Okay. For common goods and services, it says, they basically they're going after the entities for accounts stated by the plaintiff and all defendants. All right. On a monthly basis from approximately October of 2021, one account was stated in a writing by and between plaintiff and defendants with the current balance of $144,637.71. So basically, they gave him a receipt of the payment, right? The plaintiff has made demands on defendants for payment of all of the balances due, but neither the whole nor any part of such sums has been paid, such that they are now due, owing and unpaid from defendant to plaintiff, and then they repeat the sums, okay, at each rate of 10% per annum as of September 8th of 2023. So this little $144,637.71 is accruing interest, okay, as it goes on. Defendants became indebted to the plaintiff's service performed by the plaintiff, for which defendant promised to pay the reasonable value thereof, okay? And so it goes on to say in the fifth cause of action that from about October of 2021, the plaintiff has rendered the defendant certain services. Basically, they perform certain services for the game and for Wack, or for the game on behalf of Wack, promising to pay for all of this. And now they want their money. Okay, they want their money, and they are coming for him, and they ain't even really mentioning the game as the person they're going after. They are going after Cash Jones, an individual, and Doe's 1 through 10 inclusively. Okay, meaning all together. So once again, I keep telling y'all Wack don't pay his bills, and he don't, and won't, and so because of that, he finds himself in this sticky situation yet again. And it looks like, even though he may have thought he screwed the game, it looks like he screwed himself, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because at the end of the day, these lawyers are coming for him. And I am quite sure that these lawyers are not about to play with Wack. They not about to play with him. Let me come over here and let me see what y'all is talking about. What is y'all talking about? Hey, Real Rap Show. Just caught back up. I'ma behave, but this ish is funny. You don't have to behave, girl. It's the late night at the bar. Okay. I'm trying to crack into this late night algorithm over here. Okay. Oh my God. What have I just walked into? What you mean, girl? I don't know what part of the video you in on. Gangland champ, what's popping? Anybody swindle a church, deaf don't pay their bills. He better stop spending. Listen,
he swindled.
I've got every.
He ain't.
Y'all know I've been doing this whack shit for a very long time. Okay, I have when he swindled the church. Okay, I have when he bullied somebody. I have the Ricos, which, by the way, there hasn't been any movement on the Jared Milgram Rico or the Jaron Harrison Rico. I already checked both of them. Ain't been no movement as of yet. Okay, but y'all know I have been foot on neck, foot on gas on him. And yes, I agree. Anybody that will defraud a church, you can't trust them. And these lawyers finna dry him out. These lawyers are not everyday people, and they're not people that you actually want to play with, because they're going to bury him. They're going to bury him in paperwork, y'all. This is diabolical work. But y'all know I don't have a problem coming up here and exposing the exposer, because it's still ETE regardless. But I don't know if I want to do it tonight, because there's not a lot of people that's in the live right now. But I was thinking of dropping the link so you guys could come up and ask me your questions about the Diddy trial. Because remember, I told y'all that I would allow y'all to ask me questions as long as it wasn't about other content creators. Y'all can ask me things like what it was like in the court, what it was like outside, what was the most. Y'all can ask me those type of questions. So if that's something that you guys are interested in doing, drop your Henny glasses in the chat, and then I will drop the link. Because if you guys are not interested in that, baby, I will end this live. Y'all know me. I ain't finna stay up here. Oh, Real Rap, you still in here?
So
probably not. He probably went.
We're starting to see a trend when you got somebody who utilizes credit and they can't pay it. It seems he got more going out than he got coming in. He gotten too big for his britches. Shout out that girl Henny. Y'all go subscribe to her. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, you know what I'm saying? You can get that full content. But, I mean, this is similar to what happened on the Keefe D thing, right? On the Keefe D bail hearing. Let's just get to the content, because that's expensive. That's extensive. And we ain't going to double talk, y'all, man. We going to get straight to the content, because we been read the content. We been told y'all this dude was broke. Not broke all the way broke, but he obviously he's in the red as far as he doesn't have money incoming no more. The Blueface is in jail. He ain't released new music. The Game ain't got no music that's incurring big royalties except the classic stuff he had before. And WACK100 is on Clubhouse butt ass naked every day and over there licking on R&B because his shit ain't getting hard. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to this content, man. Shout out to the whole Double Keyway conversation. Felony fraud. Cash Jones claimed he received death threats. I told y'all this nigga was a tattletale. That nigga back then was already talking about he's receiving death threats. So if he was telling Keefe D bail hearing judges that he's receiving death threat, sound like he been trying to go to witness protection and get some money up out the federal government for a while now. Why wouldn't he tell them the same thing on the Big U investigation when they went and talked to him, which he denies he ever talked to him, which is the reason why he denies they ever talked to him? Why wouldn't he tell him that he's receiving death threats and try to get them for what they get, like 6 figures or something. Let's go. Hey, CS2 back. Your mama never told you to stop title telling, nigga. This nigga. Hey, look, he's yelling out for help. We gonna get into this one though. After we do this, share, like, we got the content. And we gonna, after this song, we gonna get into it, man. Let's go. We're not playing no song. Let's fast forward. Oh, we got Henny in on the show. That's my homegirl Freckles. She is an artist, a pretty dope artist. She's also a supermodel. Follow her on IG at Amanda D. Smith, and y'all be able to see it. But we finna get into the content. Henny, what up? Thank you for pulling up. I know how important your time is.
What's popping? Anything for the team. If I got a minute, you know I'm here.
Henny here.
What's popping, Diamond?
Oh man, you know, I was just sitting up and it's funny when Deuce and sent me the StreamYard, I was sitting up chopping it up with a whole lineup of my Detroit partners, you know what I'm saying? And shout out my boy Ray, the whole 100 Fam Music Group, you know, Nitty, Bones, you know, my guys out there, man. We was having a real intellectual conversation, you know what I'm saying, about the streets, about this life we live and all the things that we going through, you know what I'm saying? And I was really enjoying the conversation. But as they say, duty calls, you know what I'm saying? We got a rat to exterminate.
Hey, that's what they do. Hashtag ETE in the chat. Hashtag Damu Kiwi Conversations. Hashtag Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Hashtag Henny Gang. Hashtag Smoked Out TV. The whole team stay working. They stay grinding, and it's evident in that the way that we keep producing this great content. So, bring y'all up to date. I do have that other little thing that you have sent us before when you gave that update, Henny. The last update when they were calling him, said he had no credibility. Matter of fact, let's get to that real quick. Hold on. That was nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. A morass of false lies. Let's get to that real quick because I want y'all to remember who we dealing with.
They didn't believe nothing that this man said in
Let's
court.
start this back off.
Even this court attempted to cut through the morass of false statements by Jones. Now, we know what I said there. We said that I was using that. Isn't that just going to start using morass of false statements? But I want y'all to listen to how they're calling things out when it comes to him. They didn't believe nothing that this man said in court. Oh, don't that feel so bougie? Make you feel bougie on the inside. Why are you over there telling me those morass of false statements? That part. So now we got this out the way with the courts, but I want y'all to hear it from the transcripts for yourselves, what their conclusion was of him. In a court of law, they calling you a liar. They on our side. They see like us. They do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not. Even this court attempted to cut through the morass of false statements by Jones. Now, we know what I said there. We said that I was using that. Isn't that just going to start using morass of false statements? But
hey,
it's a fact.
Real quick. A morass of false lies. Right? a morass of false lies. Anthony Terrell, what up? ETE, Spider Logos Easty, what up? What up? ETE, yeah, they in the chat active. But a morass of false lies. Henny seen right through it. She jumped right on it before anybody. You know what I'm saying? And now, today, here come the court. Oh, this was nasty work. We got the content. I see y'all sharing. We almost up to 200. Share, and tell a friend.
So what? The courts then they gonna file charges on the nigga or something for all the lies?
I don't know, because perjury. Because he said, well, you're finna hear it right now. He said that it was demonstrably false. You know what I'm saying? So you understand law, even though we both layman litigators, enough to understand that language. That he's saying that he perjured himself, and he went so far as to advise the company, what was it, Smiley Face Bail Bondsman, to not even speak on court because they already then got caught up on some fraud. He copy and paste, nigga. These niggas is scammers, niggas. It's a mirage, nigga. Morass of false lies. Let's get to this guy. This nigga is burnt.
Present on the motion to reconsider. I took it under advisement. Then, after additional review of ultimately the transcript of the things that Mr. Arnold had represented, I issued a minute order requesting additional information from AG Entertainment that the money they paid Cash Jones was for previous work as Mr. Arnold represented, as opposed to some other purpose. On 7/29, Mr. Arnold provided an invoice from Mr. Jones with no acknowledgement from AG Entertainment that they received.
So Wack is presenting as if AEG is paying him for work that was done prior, that this is all his money. He sends an invoice requesting the money owed, and that's when the money comes from AEG. Let's go.
Or that the items on it were paid for those items. I think that was shared with both parties. Then the court asked for something from AG Entertainment, specifically that the $112,500 was paid for work done by Mr. Jones previously. Like I said, that had been represented by Mr. Arnold.
So the court saying, well, we need to know, we need to have some kind of proof that this money is for work done before, because the son of Sam laws or whatever, preventing him from profiting off of the death of a victim, profiting. Keefe D profited off the death of Tupac, allegedly, in this case, right? And let's go.
And then I received the following letter from an Adam W. at AG on AG letterhead on 7/31. It stated, we received the invoice dated June 1st from 100 Entertainment Incorporated. On June 11, 2024, we sent a wire of $112,500 to 100 Entertainment Incorporated for this invoice. Admin Adam W.
For those who not keeping up, AG Entertainment is confirming that they sent the money to CS2 WACK100 EBT. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on so far. Keep along.
W, and then there was a number and an email. So I had my law clerk call and email numerous times, left several voicemails. We never received a response from Mr. W. Then on 8/2, I received another letter from Ashonia Pittman Roach. We did research her and did find that she had a connection to AG Entertainment, but her name was ultimately misspelled and the address on the letter returned to a doctor's office. So the letter ultimately said,
we're going to stop right there. Back it up just a little second, because this is a dead giveaway of a CS2 back play. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
We did research her and did find that she had a connection to AG Entertainment, but her name was ultimately misspelled and the address on the letter returned to it.
So they give her a name. They find out that the name is misspelled. My bad, Yael. Name is misspelled. On top of that, she's never worked with AG Entertainment.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of? When he said, when the nigga WACK100 said that the Federal Bureau of Investigations called him to check on him because they heard that he and Jay Prince had been getting into it, and when he showed the phone, it was misspelled. The Federal Bureau of Investigations was misspelled.
Federal Bureau of Investigation. The nigga spelled bureau wrong. Why would you store that number to the FBI in your phone anyway? On top of that, you misspelled bureau.
Hey, Deuce.
Yeah, what up, Yael?
Salute, salute. Damu Kiwi Conversations. I want to point something out real quick, too.
Wait, we ain't finished the video, so I don't want you to get too far.
Oh, okay. Real quick on the video, because I just heard, I'm really going to make the point of it. They changed his name in the paperwork, correct?
No. We're not. We're talking about with the Keefe D thing. They didn't change his name. They changed. They gave a fake lady name from AGTV, like that's who was wiring the money to CS2
okay.
back to bail them out.
I want to expound on this until you touch on that subject. My bad. Go ahead.
But on top of that, they misspelled the name. You know this nigga slow. He was on that short. That nigga always misspelling shit, bro. I got text. I'm gonna publish the text just so y'all can see how illiterate this nigga is, right? When he argue, he illiterate, misspelling words. His post, he misspelled words, right? But this nigga misspelled the girl name. They checked the AGTV and say, well, do you have this person there? Like, nobody here works by that name. These niggas that ran a play in the courtroom, nigga. Listen to this shit. Nasty work.
The doctor's office. So the letter ultimately said the exact thing, verbatim, as what we had received from Mr. W. Which was, we received an invoice dated June 1st, 2024 from 100 Entertainment Incorporated. On June 11, 2024, we sent a wire of $112,500 to 100 Entertainment Incorporated for this invoice. Regards, Shania Pittman Roach, Director of Operations. The law clerk again attempted to reach her via phone number numerous times, left voicemails. There was no email to reach out for, but ultimately did not get a call back. Mr. Arnold then reached out to our office approximately August 13th and asked us what was going on. Why weren't we contacting these people? We informed him we had been trying. We hadn't gotten any response. But at that point, upon Mr. Arnold's urging, we recalled the two numbers that we had. Ultimately, my law clerk was able to talk to Ms. Roach. She did tell us that there's no Adam W. who works there. She doesn't know who sent that first letter. We asked her why this was identical language that was included in both letters. She indicated that Smiley Bail Bonds reached out to her and told her what to write. She forwarded us an email from them indicating that 100 Entertainment received a wire from AG Touring in that amount on June 11, 2024. We just need letterhead or an email from you, AG Touring, representative or accountant for this company acknowledging the transaction. No other details need to be explained, as AG Touring has no involvement with this transaction. The purpose of this verification is solely for the source of funds. Below is a statement we already provided the court. Please use the same language as nothing further needs to be explained. Appreciate your help and understanding. And then it contained the identical language that we received from Mr. W and that we received from ultimately Ms. Roach. And so at this point, ultimately, I still have a lot of concerns about what has been sent to me, and that's why I haven't issued any further orders. I had hoped to address this last week, but ultimately Mr. Arnold wasn't available, and so we set it to today's date, and so that's kind of what I hope to get to the bottom of today. Concerning to the court is that I don't know who Adam W. is and why other people in AG Entertainment are indicating that they don't know who this person is, if he did use, in fact, that AG letterhead, and ultimately why there seems to be sort of this obfuscation of why AG is giving this money and the direction ultimately not to give me any additional information.
Hold on. Basically, let me see. We finna Google that word. We want to make sure what she's saying that why they're not telling her why they're giving her this money, giving Wack this money. Let's go.
Source of funds. Below is a statement we already provided the court. Please use the same language as nothing further needs to be explained. Appreciate your help and understanding. And then it contained the identical language that we received from Mr. W and that we received from ultimately Ms. Roach. And so at this point, ultimately, I still have a lot of concerns about what has been sent to me, and that's why I haven't issued any further orders. I had hoped to address this last week, but ultimately Mr. Arnold wasn't available, and so we set it to today's date, and so that's kind of what I hope to get to the bottom of today. Concerning to the court is that I don't know who Adam W. is and why other people in AG Entertainment are indicating that they don't know who this person is, if he did use, in fact, that AG letterhead.
So now The people at AEG is saying that they don't even know who this Adam W is. It's some fraud shit going on. Pay attention.
And ultimately why there seems to be sort of this obfuscation of why.
Obfuscation. Let's go to that. Obfuscation. Let's go to that. Obfuscation. I thought it was obscuration, which is hiding or concealing something. Obfuscation. Obfuscation, the action of making something obscure, unclear, or unintelligent. Intentionally confusing wording to confuse people apart from an intended audience. So they're hiding something. This is what she's basically trying to say. She don't know why they're hiding this information about why they're paying WACK100 and why the guy Adam W that is supposed to be verifying this and why the money's coming is not even a person with the AEG company. This is some fraudulent shit being supplied to the Keefe D court.
AG is giving this money and the direction ultimately not to give me any additional information. So, Mr. Arnold, that's sort of what I wanted to address today and get to the bottom of, to see if ultimately these are funds from a legitimate source, and we can proceed with this release. So, Mr. Arnold, what do you want to respond?
Yes, Your Honor. I forward to the court a letter from Smiley Face Bail Bonds. They advised me that, again, similar to what Ms. Roach told you, that they were the ones that put together the letter. It's my understanding that there's no Adam W, that what was supposed to be admin email was misspelled or autocorrect was used, and it kicked out Adam as opposed to admin.
They put Adam instead of admin. These niggas spelling all kind of shit wrong. Uniquely yours, Latoy, member for 7 months. You got to be stuck on stupid to submit fraudulent paperwork to the court. Damn. That's nasty work. And then it's mistakes all in the fraudulent paperwork. This nigga's an amateur, you know what I'm saying? An amateur, you know what I'm saying?
The other thing that I'm aware of is that Ms. Roach, like you said, I believe contacted you and told you she was the one that personally did the wire. However, they do not want to reveal the different concerts and the individuals involved, simply because of repercussions that they may have in doing further business with those individuals. Obviously, no one wants to be directly related to providing monies to bail out Mr. Davis. But again, these were monies that were—
Nobody wants to be directly connected to bailing out Keefe D with this money. No company wants to do it. So they get somebody who doesn't care about his reputation. A middleman. CS2 badges. Let's
given
go.
In payment to Cash Jones, and Cash Jones utilized the money how he deemed fit. Lastly, Your Honor, I'm also aware that Mr. Jones, again, because of his involvement in testifying at the last court, 2 court proceedings ago, that he's been receiving death threats. So
wait. You ain't just gonna say that. You ain't just gonna say that. This nigga came into court talking about he receiving death threats. CS2 Back had the lawyers say that he don't want to come to court because he's receiving death threats.
Aware that Mr. Jones, again, because of his involvement in testifying at the last court, 2 court proceedings ago, that he's been receiving death threats. So
Oh,
They
shit.
do not want
I told y'all he was a tattletale. Y'all
with
look
those
like
individuals. Obviously, no one wants to be directly related to providing monies to bail out Mr. Davis. But again, these were monies that were given.
Got the money they paid 2024. We just need
way back. Hold on. We go back to 5 minutes.
Mr. Davis. But again, these were monies that were given in payment to Cash Jones, and Cash Jones utilized the money how he deemed fit. Lastly, Your Honor, I'm also aware that Mr. Jones, again, because of his involvement in testifying at the last court, 2 court proceedings ago, that he's been receiving death threats.
So not the big bad Porky the pay rude though. Hey, Yael. Henny, what the hell's going on?
I mean, I thought it real crazy that he's trying to blame those threats on this case when there's multiple reasons why he would be receiving those types of threats. But it's very interesting that now that he received the money and he received backlash and he got caught up in his idiotic thinking that he no longer wants to bail him out.
Hey, I ain't trying to bail nobody. Hey, shut the fuck up, niece. Let me tell you this. I got to. Hey, listen.
Don't you have somewhere to be? Didn't Adam just call you out for being bent over by Jason
Hey,
Love?
take a shot.
Over there getting oiled
hey,
up.
Listen. Hey, take a shot and get off my job. Get it. Hey, listen. I know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing because I'm doing it. Now you don't know nothing.
We know everything. You run your mouth. You talk too much. We know everything. Got him.
Oh, man.
Got him.
All right.
Hey, Yael.
He'll be back. Yeah.
Hey, would you ever tell the court that you ain't coming back to court because you're receiving death threats? So all these hundreds of millions of people he done dissed on the internet, now he putting protection on himself. I'm just saying, my nigga.
Listen.
Court know that he fears for his life.
Listen.
So much so he won't even come to court.
Dude, I gotta say this. Once the police department and the judicial system says being an informant, a 137, a confidential source, reliable source at that, when you look up what they do for the community, they are what they call upstanding citizens. It's okay to be a snitch in their eyes because they want you to do their work. So now they want to protect. Now he needs protection by the people that he's helping. And this is the reason why he's doing it, because he done put so many people in jail. He done put cases on people. He done have people sales rated, and everybody that protects him and that's cool with his goofology, his movements, I guess they okay in this type of shit. He gets on Clubhouse and say, hey man, I'm gonna get your cell rated. Hey man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Nobody looks at that like that's right. Nobody look at that like that's bad. But now he goes on there and tells the courts he needs protection. And what the first thing they do? Okay, we're gonna protect our CS, our confidential source. And these goofy ass niggas are still protecting them.
Nasty work.
Nasty work.
You know, when I was talking about this before, I had said it's real messed up how he got Keefe D in this mess, and now he done left him there, twisting in the wind. And I'm very clear that I don't feel bad for him because you did what you did, so you get what you get. But this is just an example of the diabolical work that he does to people. Once he jam you up, you're no use to him no more. So now you're gonna have to deal with that on your own. Meanwhile, the courts have deemed him an unreliable source. He can never testify in a court of law ever again, because all they got to do is pull this up. And they straight up called him a liar in multiple different ways with his morass of false statements and his ramblings nonsensically. Don't you feel bougie when you say, I feel bougie when I say that?
Hey, you a mess. Let's finish this shit because it's supposed to be quick. Y'all crazy, man. This shit is crazy.
Hey, I told you I'm coming through, and I'm coming through with something hard.
See, that's that rambling nonsensically that we was talking about.
Valley. We up one. Hey, Deuce, I got the paperwork on you. I got it now, nigga. It's up. Hey, Henny, I know your secrets.
Mr. Arnold, your
I can't
cell
hear
phone
that.
cut out?
That's muted.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, you muted yourself, sir.
Listen to this. That nigga's a PC on the internet in courtroom.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. But again, Smiley Face Bill's bond is on line and can give further explanation in regards to the letters. That's all the information that I have before.
So the last thing you had said before you cut out was that Cash Jones has received death threats. What ultimately was the relevance of that? Because I think I might have lost the end of your argument on that.
Oh, yes, Your Honor, that Cash Jones no longer, wants to give testimony or, show, the public that he's involved in this. And
oh, wait a minute.
Oh, my bad. I jumped ahead of the content. I thought we already talked about that. Yeah, he don't want to talk no more.
He said they threatened him for his testimony.
Now you want to shut up? Now you want to shut up.
Oh, man. They said, watch how this ties into the game's court date in October, with that taking him to court to see his house. Yeah, we already covered that. We'll be back up into it. Man, he got so many legal issues and soon to be some more. Y'all be hearing something real soon. Let's get into this. But this nigga said they threatened him, and his lawyer said the reason that he don't want to come is because people don't want him testifying in court. He's being threatened. Oh, wrong video. Hold on. Back to the content.
Further than he has.
Yeah.
So
more my high now.
And then I went into Smiley Face Bell's Bond's owner is able to discuss the actual letter received from AG Entertainment.
Okay. State.
Your Honor, first, as an officer of the court, I would advise the Smiley Court Bail's bondman not to testify, not to give a statement, because after seeing his letter, it appears that he submitted a false document.
Smiley Face bail bondsman allegedly submitted false documents. Nigga, the lawyer has recommended that he does not take the stand because he submitted false documents. First of all, AEG gets some documents of a dude whose name was Adam W., who did not work for AEG. So it's already some flammery and skullduggery going down. It's the underlay for the overlay. Now, here comes some more stuff coming from the bail bondsman, which these people are saying as officers of the court, which means there's an integrity. They have to declare an oath when they take and pass the bar exam as officers of the court, that if there be a conflict between the interests of justice and defending someone else, they always side in the interests of justice. Officer of the court, in the interests of justice, just like CS2 back case, has to side with the interests of justice. This is nasty work. I just thought about that. I'm going to look that up, but let's go. It's some nasty work going on. Bail bondsman. What's the name of this bail bondsman? We should call him and right now live and ask him, is it Smiley Face? Let's get the name of that. Let's get the name of that, what you call it. We're going to call them while we live. See if they have a statement.
further than he has.
Yeah.
So
Wore my hide down.
and then I went into Smiley Face Bail Bonds owner is able to
Smiley
discuss
Face
the
Bail
actual
Bonds.
letter received from AG Entertainment.
Okay. State.
Your Honor, first, as an officer of the court, I would advise the Smiley Court Bails Bondman not to testify, not to give a statement, because after seeing
That's
his
a
letter,
piece
it
of
appears that he submitted a false document to this court, which is a felony, which the state takes very
Oh
seriously.
yeah. Oh yeah, this is nasty work, man. We finna call Smiley Face Bail Bondsman live with y'all and see if they had a statement that's part of the media. You know what I'm saying? Active Chucks Entertainment. Let's call Smiley Face Bail Bondsman and see if they have a statement for the public, a public statement with such accusations. I hope y'all can hear it. Oh, wow. They're not answering. Hold on with me. Bear with me. We gonna get to it. Oh, yeah, it's going straight to. Let me find out that whole thing. Okay, boom. Oh yeah, they not letting us go down, but let's go to it. So that might have been a whole pyramid scheme with the Smiley Face Bail Bondsman. Let's go.
Wow.
So Smiley Face Bail Bondsman submitted a false document saying that they getting the money from Cash Jones, right? You know you done fucked up, right?
Wow.
You see how serious he got, though.
Yeah.
I would advise them not to come in.
Listen, this nigga, it's gonna come out that he ran this play. Oh boy, finna squill on him. The bail bondsman ain't gonna want to do his business.
This dumb nigga about to take him and the bail bondman to jail, trying to get this other nigga out of jail.
Oh,
Hold
here we
on,
go.
don't forget the lawyer.
Here we go. Smiley Face Bail Bondsman. In Van Nuys. I was calling the LA number. This the Van Nuys branch. The bail bondsman in Van Nuys, Smiley Face bail bondsman, and it just rings. They don't answer any numbers. This sounds like it was a play from the get-go, man. CS2 back try to run a play on the court. Let's go. They not answering.
Because the lawyer submitted the paperwork.
Right. So you got the lawyer, you got the bail bondsman, and you got Wack. Wack got as many indictments in court cases going on as Trump right now.
He's the Black Trump.
He's a Trump supporter too, so it checks out. But this nigga, listen, this court takes it seriously as an officer of the court. Let's replay that again. I want to get that effect. That shit was vicious. Damn, that nigga took an adamant position.
Smiley Court Bails Bondman not to testify, not to give a statement, because after seeing his letter, it appears that he submitted a false document to this court, which is a felony, which the state takes very seriously.
Felony.
In the letter that he just provided, he said, "I cut and paste the body of this thing and then sent it to you for the purposes of meeting whatever this court's requirement is." And
the nigga admitted, the bail bondsman, that he cut and paste. Oh shit! Hey, Wack say he feels threatened. I guess the Federal Bureau of investigations gonna be calling them like
hey, Chuck, shut up. I gotta make a statement. Let me talk. Hey, listen.
A health check, my nigga.
Hey, listen, I'm in fear of my life. I know you out there in Wisconsin. I'm trying to be your roommate. Can you make room for me? I'm trying to.
No Diddy, my nigga. No
hey, nah. Listen. I'm gonna go fly out. Listen, listen. I'm flying out to New York. Hey, Henny, get a bottle. We got plenty. Let's go. Hey, we gonna get it in.
No room for you here in New York. We ain't got no room for you. We full to capacity.
We almost finished, man. This was supposed to be short, but it was so good.
Uttering that instrument to this court in that manner is a felony, and I think the state takes that very seriously, especially from
Gets away with
as an officer of the court. I think it may be advised that that will not go uninvestigated. That statement.
So, the prosecutor in the Tupac case tells the judge that WACK100 lied to the court, said that felony, what he is alleging to be a felony behavior by the bail bondsman and this Adam W. Is submitting false paperwork to the court will not go uninvestigated. We need to find out who that prosecutor was and contact him also. But what we do know is that WACK100 was threatened and supposed to have been investigated by the Keefe D prosecutor. And that's in Las Vegas where WACK100 now resides. So under investigation, fraud. Sound like the WACK100 enterprise, nigga, investigated fraud. Add this to the rest of his charges. Let's go. In the WACK100 enterprise.
Because state police, he admitted to committing a felony in that state.
So that will not go, damn, that will not go uninvestigated. Them niggas.
But he better call his handlers. He better call his handlers. He got a problem.
Hey, if you dealing with CS2 back, you finna catch a gun case, one of y'all going down or a couple, however many it take, because that nigga know he can't go to jail.
Number one. Number two, I'm not surprised that Cash Jones doesn't want to come here and testify, given how his testimony came off last time. He absolutely lied to this court
and he's not surprised that Cash Jones don't want to come to court. And the real reason is he lied in the court. He perjured himself. This is what's finna be being investigated for sure.
Regardless to his representation as to why he was providing the funds and where the funds were coming from. It was demonstrably false testimony. And so, Your Honor, I am not surprised.
Demonstrably false testimony means that he could prove that it's a lie, that he perjured himself on the stand.
That when this court tries to look under the rock.
Go ahead, Diamond.
Hey, because remember this, the judge herself said through all her analyzing the financial records, he never maintained more than $100,000 in that account.
Key point. Yeah, key point. The judge says that account has never maintained 6 figures, and they're requiring him to show a history and where this money is coming from, and he cannot do it. And in an account that never maintained more than $100,000, why wouldn't you utilize an account? So if you're really trying to get them out, why wouldn't you utilize an account that you know that can do that? Because that account doesn't exist. WACK100 is broke. Let's get to it.
Rock from where this money is coming from, this court gets more fraud. And when this court pursues, well, where does this money come from? This court gets more fraud. And then when Mr. Arnold.
That nigga said more fraud 3 times. This nigga these niggas going down like the Titanic. This dumbass nigga that lied him up to go with him.
And so, Your Honor, I am not surprised that when this court tries to look under the rock from where this money is coming from, this court gets more fraud. And when this court pursues, well, where does this money come from? This court gets more fraud. And then when Mr. Arnold has a bail bondsman try to explain what he did in altering the document that was submitted to this court gets more fraud. This court has already ruled that or at least has ruled that this court is willing to consider the source of funds, but it has to be a legitimate source of funds. And when we are obfuscating the source of the funds, it's a clear violation of this court's order. It is most fundamental. It should be,
and it's a violation of the court order.
Fairly easy to say this is where the money comes from. Additionally,
and they can't, and they won't say it. Hold on, we gonna call it.
This call is being recorded.
Smiley face, so we gonna record it also. We call it smiley face bail bond. This is the 818 number.
Bail bonds.
Hey, is this smiley face bail bondsman?
This what?
Is this smiley face bail bondsman?
We're bail bonds direct.
Oh no, I'm looking specifically for smiley face bail bondsman. This isn't smiley face bail bondsman?
No.
Okay, well, I guess this is the wrong number. Are you guys have some kind of strategic alliance with them? Because when it comes up, it says this number when and connected in Sherman Oaks connected to smiley face bail bondsman.
Let me check with my boss real quick.
All right, I'll take a time to wait. This is interesting. It goes to direct bail bondsman when I'm looking for smiley face bail bondsman.
I'm still waiting. I texted them, so hopefully I'll get a response. Is there a reason why you want just smiley face bail bonds, or?
Yes, there's a reason. They in the Tupac Shakur murder investigation. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Lamonte Sims, Deuce M's CEO for Active Chucks Entertainment. As part of the media, we've been following the Tupac Shakur murder case in Las Vegas, and someone was trying to bail out the suspect, and they went through this bail bondsman, smiley face bail bondsman. Smiley face bail bondsman is being accused by the district attorney in the case of fraud, submitting fraudulent paperwork and being in breach of a court order. So lying to the court. So we were trying to see whether or not smiley face bail bondsman had a statement for the media and the press as we move forward with the work. So that's why specifically we were trying to.
So I can assure you, because I've been with the company 15 years, we had no affiliation with bailing out Tupac's murder.
No, he never got bailed out. The bail was ultimately denied, and the reason was the court claimed that they were obfuscating where the money was actually coming from in the account that was presented with Cash Jones, also known as WACK100. He's the manager to the game, Blueface, and Ray J. So no, he never did actually get the bail, but in the process of trying to get Tupac's alleged murder, because we can't say the guy actually did it. He hasn't been convicted. They found some kind of fraud. So do you guys actually have any kind of relationship that you know about with Smiley Face bail bondsman?
No.
Okay. Well, pardon interruption into your life. Thank you for your time, and you enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
No problem. You have a good day as well.
All right. So yeah, they're saying that they have no number, but the number, and I'll show you guys when I finish. I was trying to get them to give us a statement for the record, but let's finish this real quick.
If this court were to consider this, to want to keep on pulling up
Hey,
the
that's a
rocks to
very
see
valid point.
all this, we're all.
Speak on it.
Hey, that's a very valid point. If he was this multi-millionaire that had all this money, it would be easy for him to open his books, show the judge, I have millions upon millions of dollars. This is nothing for me to give him $112,500. However, he was only able to show a bank account that has less than $100,000 in it, and the money did not become available until the actual person who's putting up the money deposited that money to that account. And that's why all of the smoke and mirrors is coming up, because they're trying to hide where the money is actually coming from, and the fraud has been revealed. And if you remember, hey, pay attention how many times the man said fraud.
Oh, no. Hey, listen, I didn't tell him because I can't tell him, but I am telling. Hey, Kiki, hey, tell them niggas how we both be telling. I got tellers in the chat, and I'm not talking about baked tellers. I'm telling. I'm telling right now.
You niggas going to jail.
Hey,
you niggas
you know what my theory is? That he tried to work the fraud to prove that the finances coming up ain't from him being CS2 back. Under one theory, in the Biggie Smalls and Tupac murder, Detective Poole had came up with was that the police was involved. And if you believe that conspiracy theory, then you believe the possibility that Greg Caton was brought in on the Main Street case and the Biggie Small and Tupac murder investigation with the Joint Task Force for a cleanup. Viola Wallace just have filed that large lawsuit, and they wanted to do the cover-up. So the police, if that you believe in that theory, the police would have an interest in making sure, in this case, and making sure that it stays sealed. And one thing I do understand, Greg Caton's whole theory is BS. And it was fed to him by two BS confidential sources. Let's go. The money might be coming from him.
Coming from.
So
it defeats the purpose of the source hearing to say, have Mr. Jones say, yeah, I got this money from this person, and that's where I'm spending it, without us getting to talk to and having sworn testimony from this person from which the source emanates from. So I think at the very least, the bail bondsman is not the correct source for the source of funds. It is the person from whom the invoice is coming from, which is the correct person that we would need under oath to testify about the validity of the source of funds.
So that's it. They essentially want somebody to come. They finna get to the bottom of it, essentially, is what he's saying. Where this money was coming from. They're not letting it go. And the perjury is an issue, and the fraud is a major issue. That nigga said fraud about 4 times. Yeah, fraud. And this is the case of him not having the money and evidence that it's legitimate money and where it's coming from to bail Keefe D out. So all of this has been leading us up that he a little light and that he's lying during this economy, trying to stunt as a fraud like he's a multi-millionaire. So we're going to go to the last part of this section and how he lost the game's Calabasas home, but it wasn't the game's Calabasas home. It was the game's Calabasas home, but it was put in his name. What kind of shit is that? Nigga, I put that in my kid's name before I do that, right? So let's go to this first. We could go to this and then let's go to this. He was the one saying he was helping to save Big U house. Remember, I was there when he was crying, him and his wife, and I saved his house. That shit is cap. I talked to the dude that helped save his house. Why you can't help save this house, right? Let's get to this. Let's get to this. One thing about Due Sims got the content. So, the California Declaration of Compliance, Cash M. Jones, a married man, as his sole and separate property. New Res, LLC, DBA Shell Point Mortgage Servicing, right? So it sounds like a shell company, right? Property address, this is the Mulholland Highway, Calabasas, California property. The undersigned, as an authorized agent or employee of the below mortgage servicer, declares as following: the mortgage servicer, right, tried with due diligence to contact the borrower. So Wack didn't borrow and got a loan off of the Gaines house and is dodging the calls. The bill collectors. Wack got bill collectors calling them. Not just this new stuff that we talking about. We're talking about bill collectors who want to be paid back the money from the loan that he took off a house that didn't belong to him. During the effective time period of 8/31/2020 through December 1st, 2021, the mortgage servicer did not deny a forbearance request that met the conditions of California Civil Code subsection 3273.10a. So the forbearance request is similar to forbearance in California. Let's make sure that we're all understanding the legal jargon in real estate. A forbearance request is what is a forbearance in California? Requested to determine it, which has an interest benefit for some loan types or changing to a repayment plan. So to renegotiate the payment plan, something to that effect, right? And so let's go back to the paperwork and get into this paperwork about this home that CS2 Back is losing. The game's home, right? And so it goes into that, and then we're going to go into the next page. Notice a default in election to sell under deed trust. So now they're electing to sell under the deed of trust this home on Mulholland in Calabasas, the game house. 5/15. This was in May. We ran the content. 5/15/2025. The amount owed is $188,000. So you had the amount owed to the game's lawyers on the case. Wack ain't paid that. 100 and some thousand, like 130, 140 or something. Then you have 188,000. This big millionaire doesn't have assets to cover these losses. And now they are putting in foreclosure. This amount is $188,637.21. May 15, 2025, and will increase until your account becomes current. While your property is in foreclosure, you still must pay other obligations such as insurance and taxes, pay taxes on the property, provide insurance on the property, or pay other obligations as required in the note and deed of trust or mortgage. The beneficiary or mortgagee may insist that you do so in order to reinstate your account in good standing. In addition, the beneficiary or mortgage may require, as a condition of reinstatement, that you provide reliable written evidence that you paid all senior liens. So they got liens on the property taxes, and hazard insurance premiums. Notice a default and election to sell under deed of trust. Okay. Neres LLC, DBA Shell Point Mortgage. So this was in May. You may lose legal rights if you do not take prompt action, and he might lose the rights that he did have, and it's given to ZBS Law LLP is either the original trustee, the duly appointed substituted trustee, or acting as agent for the trustee or beneficiary under a deed of trust dated 9/21/2019, executed by Cash M. Jones. And so notes the original sum of $2 million, $458,000. So almost a $2.5 million home is finna be, he's gonna lose the rights to it because he don't got the money to do it. So let's see if this home is, and what's the status today of this home. Let's call Shell Point Mortgage LLC, right? Shell in Irvine, California, which is, we want to see whether or not he brought this up and whether or not he's still broke. I just want to know the status on this property. And the property is, we're going to get to it right now. Hold on.
Thank you for calling ZBS Law LLP. Please be advised that ZBS Law is either acting as a non-judicial foreclosure trustee or a law firm that represents debt collectors in the ordinary course of their business. As such, our clients may be considered debt collectors. They may be attempting to collect a debt from you, and any information obtained from you may be shared with our clients and used for those purposes. If you know the extension for the person you are trying to reach, please dial that extension now. To use the dial by name directory, press 2. To request reinstatement and payoff figures, press 3. At any time during this message, press 0 to speak with an operator during normal business. Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator. I have currently stepped away from my desk. If you'd like to leave a voice message, I would.
They're not answering, and I'm not leaving a voice message, but yeah, WACK100 officially broke, losing properties, can't pay lawyers, and I can't wait till my lawsuit is officially filed. In fact, I'm going to get on that now. This is the Damu Keyway conversation. Run that up. We out of here. Oh, let me make sure that y'all can see all of the papers that were part of the foreclosure, so y'all don't think that y'all can screenshot them, the date, and y'all can verify we always got receipts. This is the Damu Keyway conversations. We out.